Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to Challenge Run MkIII. So, I really wish I had an Owens, but past me goofed, so let's make good on what we did get, which was a lot of C-bills. So, we've got the Hatchetman and the Hussar working, yeah, it's fine. And in 2 days, we're going to have MkIII at 100%, so let's go ahead and skip to that. That also, I believe, gives us, what, one more mech tech? Whatever, we're at 18. 18 should be fine to build light mechs, I think. But before I forget, let's go ahead. I think training modules is on the docket because we're going to have 4-ish mechs probably available by the end of the financial report, maybe. But we definitely have battle armor, and we definitely have the 2 vehicles. And the higher our Mechwarrior's skills, the better and more effective they're going to be, regardless of whether or not we have mechs to drop. So, that's what we're going to do with that. And then, I looked through the list. We've got an Innersphere Standard we can build. We've got a Commando 3H we can build. And we've got the Urbies that we can build. I'm actually going to pass on the R60. It only has 1 ballistic in one arm and 1 energy in the other. I'm pretty sure the support is in the head, I think. But this R68 has 1 of each. And I believe, if I remember correctly when I looked it up on the Wikipedia, or on, not the Wikipedia, the Roguetech wiki, I believe it's 1 arm is missile energy and the other arm is the other one, or something like that. But I have 3 hard points. I have 1 of each type on the 2 arms, so I will definitely be able to build something. And if we get really, really lucky, maybe the MRM-30 and ammo's intact. That would be cool. MRM-30 early game is pretty strong. At least until it explodes, because it has to go really slow to carry it, but it's fine. I'm actually going to hold off on building the R60 because I don't want to use the Risk 4 or LAM parts, but I'm also not going to pull the trigger on building a LAM when I have literally nothing to put on it. But this Commando 3H, we're not going to use the 2DS part because that was the awesome stealth ambush commando, which I very much want to build at some point. But we have the 1AK, which is primitive, so I don't mind throwing that away, and the 1C, which I'm not really super interested in an AC2. So, yeah, 3H it is. So, 1AK part, 1C part, there we go. Cool. And at long last, we've got our first attempt to build a battle armor. So the fact that I can swap out weapons means this one, I'm pretty sure it comes with 1 Innersphere, or one battle armor tag, and then 4 battle armor tag barrages. This one just, I think, comes with 4 tag machine guns. And this one comes with 4 tag rifles. I think, actually, I was going to say I want to build the tag, but we already have a battle armor with the tag, I think. Yeah, the one that's got the mortars, I think, has a tag on it. So, I think we're going to build the rifle one. Yeah, let's do that. It's 500 C-bills to cobble it together, and hopefully it's in good shape. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what building a battle armor is like. But first, let's see... Wait. Yellow exclamation? Wait. Commando has the yellow exclamation mark? How? It's so busted. But it had the yellow... You know what? It's fine. It might have just been a graphical bug. But yeah, so this Commando has an inherent shield side, which I like. I love my shield sides. And it has the narrow low profile quirk. I love Commandos. I really do. And this one's a good one. I do wish it had, you know, side torso so that I had the option to put like a 2-ton weapon on it, but nope, they're arm mounted, so it's just going to be the 1 arm that has the accuracy bonus from having the lower arm actuator that's carrying the main payload. Do we actually have... We have a tag. Okay. We have a tag, so maybe tag in the head and SRM medium laser, something like that. Oh, we actually have an SRM 6 Valiant. Maybe. Anyway, we'll come right back to that. Now, the Irby, big Reddit. What? Okay. So I saw the head was intact. Apparently the legs, the head, and the right arm with the MRM-30 are intact, but we did not get the ammo. Ooh, it had improved? Ooh, it had improved, too. I would have loved to have had a bin of improved MRM ammo. Okay, so we have an MRM with no ammo. Cool. That won't do, but as I said, it's got... Yeah, okay, so it's energy on one arm and ballistic and missile on the other. So we can do a lot with... Oh, it also has the support hardpoint in the head. But we can do a lot with this Irby. We can do a whole lot with this Irby. But we're obviously not gonna keep the MRM-30 with no ammo. So... what do we do with it? So at most, with an SRM, at most we have an SRM 6. We cannot put anything more than an SRM 6 if we're going SRMs. All we have is SRMs, actually. We don't have any kind of... okay, because for a second I was thinking maybe like a large laser LRM-5, LRM-10, something like that, but... Ooh. Ooh. Do we make a Rack 5 herb? Wait a second. Hold on. We can make a stealth Rack 5 Irby. Alternatively, hold on. Alternatively, commandos have narrow low profile, which also reduces, in addition to the +1 defense, it reduces their visibility by 5%. Oh, yeah, Chameleon LPS has ECM built in. Are we gonna actually... Can we do this? Is this legal? Ah, there's no ballistic hardpoint. I was thinking maybe with Indo, and then the Rack 5 and ammo, because I think we have a double bin. So a Rack 5 is 10 tons. No, we wouldn't be able to. We literally just couldn't. We would not have the tonnage for it, because we'd have to have some kind of engine core. But we do then have the tonnage on the Irby. Are we gonna make a stealth Rack 5 Irby? So, Chameleon LPS, alright. Alright. And then we have to give it Indo, because we definitely need the tonnage saving. Even though it's only saving us 1.5 tons, every single ton is going to be critical here. But we have no hands, so we can't do any shenanigans with melee at all. We also have a battle computer recoil. Interesting. And obviously this would be a stationary stealth Irby. More or less. We would need 9 heat sinks, so it would have to be single heat sinks. But I think for just a Rack 5, single heat sinks would be perfectly fine. 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is silly. I love it. I love it. Does this actually work? Rack 5. Where is it? I know we have it. I thought we had a double bin. You know, it's fine. We have 2 single bins. That's all the ammo we need. So if we're firing ×6 and we don't jam at all, that's enough for 10 rounds of Alpha Strikes with a Rack 5 from an Irby. Oh, that's so good. That's so fun. And it only if we're firing ×6, it only generates 18 heat. So single heat sink cooling is perfectly fine. And we still have 2.5 tons left. Interesting. So we could also put on like a laser, like a medium laser or something. Or we could even put an SRM, but no, that doesn't make any sense. The Rotary Autocannon 5 has a minimum range of 90. So the SRM's half of their optimal range would be the minimum range of the Rock 5. So I don't really like mixing range brackets. But I mean 600 meters is large laser range, but we definitely can't afford a large laser, either heat or tonnage. So I think it would just be, well, it could be a Rack 5 and a tag. Rack 5 and a tag. Yeah, we can do that. So the Chameleon OPS has an ECM built in. Advanced optics? Maybe. Maybe. I might. Wait, why does it say 9? Oh, I only put 8. 9. There we go. So now we have enough. Now we have enough heat sinks. We have the Chameleon LPS, which is mimetic stealth. Obviously, we would want to stay as far away from the enemies as possible, and obviously, we could not drop this on any mission where we need to go anywhere. But if you're not moving, then you don't have to worry about losing the mimetic stealth charges. They decay by 1 for every 4 hexes moved, and our move sprint is 1-2. So it is literally impossible for us to lose the Chameleon LPS charges. That's pretty fun. Minus 10% jam chance multipliers, interesting. Plus we do have the battle computer recoil we could put in. Clan cockpit, absolutely. Plus 1 gunnery is minus 1% jam chance and plus 10% chance to unjam. We have a recoil of 1, plus 1 per shot above 4. So at times 6, we have a recoil of 3 that we would need to mitigate. So if we have a military Mechwarrior who has focus fire, I think it's called, that's 2 recoil gone. If we put the battle computer recoil in this thing, we would have 0 recoil at times 6. So all we would have to do at that point is deal with the jam chance, and the battle computer, or the fire control clan, also gives us 10% jam chance multiplier. Which, it has 5% jam chance per shot, so at times 6, that's a 30% jam chance. So this would reduce it to 27%, which is noticeable. 3% is very much noticeable. And again, having 0 recoil when we are shooting, that's good. That means our accuracy is never going to be messed up at all. And we have a shield side. So even though we're stationary, we can potentially turn to soak damage without losing... Well, actually, if we lose the mech through center torso destruction, per the rules of the challenge run, as long as the right torso is not destroyed, we get to keep the Rack 5 and the ammo, and the battle computer, and the cockpit components, because we have a 100% recovery chance. So, odds are we would lose the stealth, but that would be it. Now, that would be really sad, because Chameleon is really fun and really good. Really, 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 really. But at the same time, I almost have to do it for the joke. And then Sensor Tracker is actually also really good on a Rack 5 because the -2 at short range is... So, short range is half of optimal, as you may know. Which means it has a short range starting at 150 meters and less. But its minimum range is 90 meters. So there's only about 2 hexes where the -2 accuracy actually matters. Meanwhile, we get +2 accuracy at everything past 300 meters. And again, our goal is going to be to stay as far away from enemies as possible. Oh yes, oh yes. This is coming together. I am really liking this, actually. Now, the +2 offensive push accuracy doesn't matter because it's a rack. I mean, I guess if we're offensive pushing to like mess with their initiative, then having less of an accuracy penalty is nice. Fire control scan optics is not interesting for this mech. Yeah, no, that's literally the best fire control, and we get the battle computer recoil here. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I think I put the advanced optics on too. So for 717,000 C-bills, we have an actually pretty solid little Irby. Like, yeah, it's a little bit lulzy. But even like if we replace the Rack 5 with the AC5, that only saves us 2 tons, and then we would only need 1 ton of ammo for the AC5 as compared to 2 tons for the Rack 5. And instead of doing 45 damage, the Rack 5 can do up to 180. But it does, the AC5 does have a 120 meter longer range. But again, we wouldn't, if we did this stationary stealth Irby with the AC5, that would give us an extra 2 tons, well, 3 tons because we obviously wouldn't use the battle computer recoil. That's not enough for a large laser. And if we're not putting a large laser on, what are we doing with the other tonnage? Because, like, actually, back armor doesn't even really matter. Like, realistically, when are we ever going to get shot in the back? Actually, I could take, well, we're going to get shot in the back whenever something goes wrong, actually. And again, we do not want to lose the right torso or the right arm. So this gives us full armor on all the stuff that matters. Yes, losing the head would be tragic. Losing the center torso wouldn't really be that big of a deal other than losing the Indo and Chameleon. But it's fine. It's fine. I really want to do this. I don't know, like, I doubt it's a good idea. Like, I doubt it's a good idea. But it's a fun idea. And I think that matters more. I think I'm actually also going to shift armor off the back to the right torso, or to the left torso, just so we can soak more from the front. Because if we use it properly, and if we drop it at range, and keep it at range, hopefully we don't have to worry about getting shot in the back. And the goal is just to keep left side towards enemy until it explodes. Yeah, I'm doing it. 100% I'm doing it. 15 days, no problem. Love it. Okay, what are we going to do with the commando now? Commando. We've got 1 arm that can hold weapons. Energy, missile. I should have looked at what range the tag was. I think tag is also 600 meters, so I think it's fine. But we don't have a ballistic. I would love to put the AC5 on the commando and have it just running around with just an AC5, because I think it has just enough tonnage to do that. I mean, we do have a large laser. We also have an ER large, but that's too heavy. Unless, ooh. Wait a second. We have a 250 core. Way too much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we would definitely need an engine upgrade to do that. How much is it on its own? Yeah, 15.5. Yeah, that's a little much. That would have been 10-15 though. Yeah, gotta go fast. Man, 200 still 10.5 tons. Yeah. Let's see, 165. So, 150 is 6'9". So 165 would be like 6'10". I think. So I think 200 is the lowest I would really want to go. Like, if it's not stealth, this commando needs to go fast. Commandos are not known for soaking damage, so... That's how we make it go fast. So this mask only weighs 1.25 tons. So that makes the 6'9 turn into 6'12. And if this is 6'10, it would turn into 6'15? Something like that? Yeah. That's beautiful. I think that's 6'15. So we put somebody on who has Escapist, and we get 8 evasion. No, 10 evasion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'd be able to get 10 evasion if we were running at 15. So we need somebody who has high enough piloting to use the mask more often than not, because this thing, it's gonna explode if anything hits it. But that's awesome. We could give it a little bit of safety by giving it really good ECM. And as long as the Mechwarrior doesn't... but that takes... Well, then again, we don't have a support weapon. We have no support weapons right now, so we might as well. We can always move it to another mech later. I just realized we're not going to be able to afford it. Wow. We burned through that money fast. In any case, this would be speed and absolutely no weapons. So what we would want to do is we'd want to put light, effective weapons. Like a medium pulse laser... and an SRM... Oh, wait. We don't have any more Indo. Okay, so we need Indo. So Pharaoh Indo. Indo should save about 1 ton? 1 point something tons? Which would be enough for us to then put ammo in for the S... Actually, if we stripped the armor down a little bit, we could put an SRM-6 with the medium pulse laser. SRM-6 Valiant medium pulse laser. Would that be better than an SRM-6 and a medium laser? So medium pulse laser is 30 damage, but it's in 3 bursts. Medium laser is 25 damage, but it's a single thing. Range is much shorter on the medium pulse laser. About 50%, or not, 33% shorter. So to keep the weapons at the same range, I think I would go medium laser, SRM-6 Valiant, and then... Ooh, yeah, we're not going to put the acid ammo in for just one SRM-6. This would have been a great place for that Streak 6, actually. The Clan Streak 6, which would have weighed the same as the SRM-6 Valiant. That would have been good. Especially with the pulse laser, we would have just had super accuracy all the time. But we do have LK, which is quite accurate. High accuracy, high crit chance. Pretty good combo. Unfortunately, 100 ammo, so we'd be best off using a half bin. Which actually we could do with just the Pharaoh. We could do this with the Pharaoh. We would just need the money. And then scan optics makes no sense on a short range fast mech, other than the night vision. It does give night vision, that's nice. Artemis 2 on the other hand does make sense. So Artemis 2 giving +1 accuracy. Alternatively, instead of the SRM-6 Valiant for the crit chance, we could go with the medium pulse laser and the SRM-4. So the half bin with an SR MkIII would be 9 shots, I believe. Because 10 shots... No, it would actually be 8 shots. We would have 8 shots with the SR MkIII, whereas this would be 12 shots with the SR M4 and then half shot. So 12 rounds of alpha strikes before we run out of ammo, and we have a medium pulse laser that's high accuracy. And then in addition to that, we give it the Artemis II. And as far as... I wish I had something that gave piloting. Because again, the mask is going to be like the key thing here. Yeah, sensor missile range doesn't really make sense on a single SRM4. Tracker sensors definitely not. We're going to want to get like all sorts of different range on people's backs mostly. It's going to be a filthy little backstabber for sure, for sure. Yep. 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 I think it would be the Artemis II fire control and then armored Cal just to reduce punch out. Reduce the chance of punch out, reduce the chance of bleed out, reduce the chance of pilot injury. Like, that's not a bad build. And then a little bit more armor. Stuff that matters. Yeah, something like that. Might even actually strip a little bit off the left arm to finish, because we are going to be putting our back to enemies on occasion and relying on our evasion to do work. I'm actually gonna screenshot that real quick, because that is what I'm gonna do with it once I have 473,000 C-bills to spend. For now, I think I will just repair it, put in the 165 core, because I do love that idea. That's already too much. Just repairing it's too much. Okay, how about if I repair the center torso and then put in the fusion core? Is that acceptable? 165 core. Yes, that is acceptable. 138,000. Cool. Let's do that. Cool. Yep. Beautiful. Alright. So 2 days on that. 15 days until the Irby is completely ready. I'm putting it to the top. I want to drop it this financial report. That is going to be so fun to run. Especially with the chaos of the timer and having to, like, make sure I remember to keep the left side to the enemy and make sure that I remember that it can't move, so I have to be really careful with where I drop it. Like, oh, this could be so interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very much looking forward to it. The medic stealth Irby that doesn't move. Stealth turret. Oh, that's gonna be so fun. But yeah, I think that's the play. It's already been half an hour. Alright, no mission today. But as I said, I think yesterday or last week or something, I'm gonna try to get ahead. My birthday was last weekend, so I did not stay ahead. I got ahead a little bit, then I fell back behind again. So hopefully this weekend I can start getting ahead again, and I'm gonna start trying to do 2 missions minimum per episode. I really wanna just fully go into this playthrough and have a blast. But I think that's the play. I think I'm actually going to prioritize the Commando over the Icarus, because again, we don't need stuff. We just need a little bit of money for the Commando. But yeah, so in 1 day, we have our Hatchet Man back up. In 3 days, we have the Hussar up as well. 5 days, the Commando's ready to have more work done on it. We only need 1.1 million C-bills by the end of the financial report. Oh, right. Battle armor. We have a new... Ooh, that doesn't look good. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. This weekend, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. 240,000 it's just battle armor. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, why would I ever repair battle armor or build battle armor when not much more than that would give me my commando? So yeah, I'm gonna dig through some files, and as soon as I find where that value is, I'm not gonna make it nothing. Like, I'm gonna make it reasonable, in my opinion. And yeah, if I can get it working, I don't know how it's gonna. I don't know where I'm gonna find it. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm gonna fix that, because that's unreasonable. Like, that is so unreasonable. That's literally like the rest of the money I need for the commando to make an inner sphere stand. Like, not even a like the Fenrir. I can understand it being a little bit more expensive because it's a quad battle armor, it's more fancy and everything, but for just an inner sphere standard, that's just too much. Also, I just realized we low rolled so much. Like, what is the... Okay, so the recommended, the base tech, 9. And only one of the troopers wasn't destroyed. 82% for 82%. Like, 82. That is such... 3 of them are destroyed. And each one had an 82% chance of not being destroyed. I think that's how that works for battle armor. Wow. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna fix it, and then it'll just be a matter of how long it takes. I'm fine with it taking time to rebuild the battle armor. That makes sense. Like, that makes sense. But, like, battle armor is much, much easier to come by than myomer muscles and actuators and all sorts of things that you need for even light mechs. Like, there's no reason that repairing battle armor should be as much as a light mech. Or maybe I'm just misremembering. I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm pretty sure that's not the way that it works in universe, but I could be wrong. I have been known to be wrong before. That's fine. In any case, slight ranty tangent aside, yeah, we still have our 2 vehicles. We still have the 3 battle armor that are in good shape. By the end of the playthrough, I'm hoping that all 3 bays of battle armor will be completely full and we'll be having shenanigans all over the place. And this repair, or, you know, rebuild cost reduction is going to be a big step in that direction. So, we'll see how that goes next week. For now, that's been your episode of Roguetech for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.